Happy anniversary! Today is July 4th, 2019, which means it has been 4 years to the day since I flew to Denver, Colorado and picked up this 1994 Acura Vigor GS. I do recall it having around 103,000 miles on it at the time. Looks like today we're at 113,092, so roughly 10,000 miles in 4 years. Happy Friday, TGIF. What better way to spend it than road tripping with a friend? I have a very special guest behind me back there. This is Mr. Dylan Crumpler, coming to us all the way from North Carolina. He and I today are gonna hit the road in my 94 Acura Vigor. We're gonna head to California. We're gonna be in Southern California this afternoon for a special open house at the Honda Collection Museum. And I just want to capture momentarily the beautiful sunset behind me. Check our sunset, sunrise. It's too early. I don't know what time it is. It's definitely the morning. We'll come back at you later. Let's hit the road, Dylan. What do you think?
I think this is beautiful.
All right. Smooth sailing out here so far on Interstate 10. Beautiful morning. Welcome to California. All right, let's get back on the road. This is the cafe in Desert Center, California. This is a little abandoned city off Interstate 10 to the north side that nobody really knows is here. The pumps are vintage, rolly kind from probably the 1950s or 60s. We made it. And welcome to the mothership. This is Honda headquarters in Torrance, California. This is Joseph's beautiful 1993 Vigor GS.
Yes.
Beautiful. We'll show you some details later, but we're gonna go inside and check.
And so
here's the
Don's
place.
an interesting guy to talk to.
So here it is, the third time I've been inside the private American Honda Collection Hall. This is just up the street from the main office that we were visiting a moment ago. That's my friends Joseph and Dylan. Hey, wave to the camera. And obviously I'm in love with the second gen Legend right here. I've looked at this one before, and if I remember correctly, and I don't know if I'm allowed to open the door, it has 308 miles on it. I think it's a pretty early pre-production because I don't remember. Let's see if it has a VIN. It does. It's number 9. See? Number 9 from 1991. Honestly, I'm not sure if that even runs and drives. I think a lot of these cars get moved around the facility on dollies and little carts just because it's easier to pivot them around. Oh my gosh, there's Million Mile Joe's car. I don't think I've seen this in person yet. Love it. I know of this car from many years ago. Joe from, I think Vermont or somewhere, Maine maybe, somewhere in the Northeast had this car. It's got 1,003,440 miles on it. Joe has since passed away, but this car really made the rounds in social media for its achievement. It was driven by him from new all the way till now. I hope they're still getting it out of hibernation here once in a while to exercise it. I'd love to put a few miles on it myself. And what's not to love about a lineup of Preludes, especially that four-wheel steer 93 4th gen. We've got an 83 2nd gen. We've got a 79 1st gen. I think we're just missing a 3rd gen Prelude in here. There's the museum. You wouldn't know it's there if you didn't get special access or privilege. We're gonna run to lunch right now with my friend Charles. Friends, we have made it to San Diego, California. After a very grueling and long 4 hours on the road to do 100 and something miles from LA. It was absolutely the worst ever. We've made it. We're gonna go check into the hotel, get cleaned up, and find a bite to eat. It's a beautiful Saturday morning in San Diego, California. I'm going to introduce you to Mike's Mustang. Now you'll know Mike from other car shows we've attended together because he has a Honda Prelude 1989 white. But today he's in something a little different. This is a 17 Mustang GT Premium with a performance pack that he's had since new, a little over 2 years now. And it definitely will probably beat his Prelude off the line, I dare say. One of the things I like to do when I have my anniversary posts and videos is talk a little bit about maintenance history, since I do keep a spreadsheet on every vehicle in the garage. So this Vigor was basically from new, located in Colorado area. I did get a hold of a handful of records from this shop called Urban Auto Care. I noticed that this was showing up on the Carfax repeatedly, so I actually contacted them, and they were able to send me several dozen pages worth of records. You can see that they consistently saw the car all the way up until right before it was traded in. So it looks like right around end of June timeframe is when the original owner, her name was Kathy, traded the car into a Subaru dealership in Centennial, Colorado, just outside Denver. And that's where I found it. It was located there at the dealership and listed on Auto Trader, and looks like right around 103,000 miles. So since then, this has been my maintenance history. Obviously, I picked the car up July 4th, 2015, 4 years ago today, and my total spend in maintenance ever since then comes out to $3,342. Some of that isn't necessarily critical maintenance items. Look at this wheel refinish, for example. That was $540 worth. That was merely cosmetic. The big maintenance item right here was I didn't have any prior record of a timing belt, so I had that done for $933 along with a handful of other things at my mechanic Hanman over in Tempe. So all said and done, the records on this car come out to just under 10 grand for 113,000 miles worth. And here, of course, is the binder on this one, so I'll walk you through it quickly. Some miscellaneous stuff, including the temp tag from Colorado when I drove the car home 4 years ago. This was the Auto Trader ad, so it had a 103,342 on it, and it was listed at about $4,000. It's a lot of money for an Acura Vigor, it really is, and I knew that, but I specifically wanted one that was Arcadia green with the 5-speed manual. And they're certainly getting tough to find, so I was really happy to get my hands on this. Miscellaneous paperwork from purchase, some stuff about records. There was actually maintenance history scribbled on like the radiator support and the engine bay, so before I cleaned it off, I took pictures of it and put it in the book. This is all the records from that dealership or shop in Denver area, and then my records follow it. This was a cool article that the Vigor was featured in regarding one of the first shows I took it to, which was Radwood in Sonoma back in spring of 2018. So the car was featured there. Thought it was kind of worth printing to add in the book. Looks like this is from my registration with the Japanese Classic Car Show, which is almost a year ago now already. I showed it out there. That was a piece of paper that I displayed with it. What else do I have in here? Oh, a JCCS. So when you register for that Japanese Classic Car Show, they give you a little metal placard thing.